All right, we're live.
Should I turn my microphone off?
Yeah, turn yours off. Mine will catch.
Hey, everybody. We're just fixing some last minute audio issues. Hopefully, my party will be able to hear okay with just one phone. We've got two phones in the room right now. It is 9:12 Pacific Standard Time. It is 1 p.m. or 1:12. What, p.m. over there, lunchtime?
Yes, afternoon.
Hey, Mark, what's up? Hey, Dow, Baco, good to see you. Hey, Mitch, thanks for doing the like and just subscribe thing. That's always appreciated. We've got a brand new panel here. Some of them you've seen, some of them you have not seen at all. We got Justin here in the corner. We got Kevin with RCO. We've got Hiro, and we've got Aso. So, Hiro is going to be our translator. Give us some time with some translating.
He speaks English pretty well. Speaks English good. But we'll have to let some other guests come on board here, in and out.
Okay. So, hi, everybody. It's good to meet you. If you haven't met me, I'm Adam. I'm from Oregon, West Coast. Miko's in chat. Hey, how's it going? So today's a really special chat, a stream that we got going on. We are on RC Drift Talk. If you don't know, that's the stream that I run on Thursday nights, typically at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And honestly, we don't have really a queue that we need to follow today. We just want to meet everyone, kind of get the scene of Japan. And Kevin, if you want to lead along, and we can go wherever we want to go.
Yeah, sure.
So if you want to do some introductions on your side, we'll go there. We'll start off with that.
Okay. Well, why don't I allow Aso-san? This is our president of RevD. So he's the man behind the scenes that makes the magic happen. Do a little introduction for us.
Yeah, my name is Aso, for leading a RevD company. We kicked off the company 5 years ago and tried to release many hopper parts for the other brands like Yokomo or GRK, some of those. Then people will be aware about our brand product quality. And basically, we try to release a product, hopper parts, for ease on drift. Ease on use, ease on drive is a kind of our theme. Appearance comes later.
We have color options coming, I'm told.
Ooh.
Many guys asking purple, more colorful hopper parts, especially red and purple. So try. I personally love a green, but nobody say yes.
Oh, I got at least.
Yeah,
That's because Manny doesn't drift anymore. He would have gotten the green.
That's a good segue here. Let me introduce Hiro. I could do a little bit of background for you, sir.
Okay. My name is Hiro. I actually run brand called CK23, which is maybe this way.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, CK23. And we are actually distributor of Rhino Racing in Japan. So basically, I work with Super G and my guy, Yusuke Makino, if you know him. He actually running Acubans USA.
Oh, wow.
Yusuke.
Okay.
Yeah. So I and Yusuke actually started this brand, CK23, and doing as a distributor of Rhino Racing. So before that, I used to work for HPI, if you know the company, and I was a R&D manager and a racing manager. Then I came back to Japan like 2017, if I remember right, and I started my own business. And this is one of the projects I've been doing with Yusuke. So I'm still pretty new for drifting side. So I'm not an expert or anything. So I'm just being here as an observer today.
No. You are here. You are here because you are Japan, and there's a lot to unpack. We'll bring some of our other drivers here. Junior, of course, very known in the U.S. market. They can give their first-hand impression of their first. I think we've been here 5 days now, so we're about halfway through
Nice.
our little boot camp here in Japan. Yeah, having an absolute fantastic time. But yeah, the
wishing
whole
I
kind
could've
of
gone.
concept was to give a little insight. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I've got two of the biggest giants in the room. So, yeah, where should we kick off? You want to get into some of the easy stuff, or
Let's do some easy stuff. Like, let's just get to know everybody a little bit here. I know that
Well-
we were. Well, go ahead.
so there's a question I know you ask everybody in the U.S. side, but I don't think you've got the Japanese answer to that one yet, which is 7-Eleven,
Oh.
Family Mart,
Convenience store.
or Lawson, or we went to a new one today. It was like the king of desserts, mini stop. So you,
They've been there for quite a long time.
oh, but their desserts are wow. Oh yes, they do that.
Kitchen, small kitchen.
Yeah. Convenience store. Yeah.
So we'll start with Hiro first. Which is your preferred?
Oh, it's very simple. Hello. It's very simple. For me, Family Mart is by far the best.
Oh no.
I even wear Family Mart socks. Can you see this?
Wait,
Family Mart
I'll
socks.
come get you guys.
That's great.
My worst favorite, least favorite is 7-Eleven because what they have is just
Oh. that might be fighting words.
what they have is garbage.
Wow.
Family Mart is the best one, for sure.
Mr.
My favorite is the 7-Eleven.
Wow.
You go to see a doctor.
7-Eleven coffee is premium.
Agree. But
Every day, 3 to 5 cups. Every day.
is it true though? Is every 7-Eleven equal in Japan? Or is some 7-Eleven better?
That's all right.
I think everywhere equal to
Equal.
those two shops.
Oh, for me, the 7-Eleven next to Yatabe, number one. And the variety seems more there.
It used to be sandwich. At 7-Eleven, it used to be a number one.
Yeah.
Family Mart was worse.
Yes.
But
But
maybe
now it's good.
last half years, they improved
Yeah.
quality.
Mm.
And 7-Eleven
Yeah.
is going down a lot.
7 stays same.
See, I told you, very
Let's-
passionate talk.
Latest sandwich, every 7-Eleven Family Mart both, but now latest sandwich in Family Mart is better.
Okay, I'll give
I
one
am-
more shot there.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're getting a little bit of both down.
Yeah. Well, from the RCO team, we've been doing 7-Elevens, and one of our UK driver, I'll introduce him later. Like he's adamant to go to Family Mart, but we keep like pretending to go to Family Mart, and then we zip by, and then he screams, and we've been doing this all day. And so he's basically like, if we go to another 7-Eleven, I'm getting out of the car, that kind of thing.
I mean, but you're passing by
Yeah,
Family
good
Mart, right? Like, he can just hop out at any time.
That's true. They're almost at every corner, it feels like. But yeah, it's I guess a little background. So right now, RCO is doing a little bit of a, I guess you would call it like a boot camp. Very fortunate to tie up with Rev D and Junta here over at Yachio, and we'll be doing some other tracks in Japan, but no competition specific. We are here to simply absorb and learn. A few of us have been to Japan a few times, so we are very accustomed to what to expect. 3 of my drivers, Ryan from UK, Junior from Texas, and Jonas from Singapore, they're new to Japan, and I'm not gonna. I won't spoil their surprise what they learned when they first saw or experienced. But it's been an exceptional time. I'll just start by saying, if you ever have the chance to come to Japan, please do so. Come with an open mind, both from a culture or drifting perspective, and just soak it in and absorb. It is something else.
They haven't been to Japan yet.
Adam, I don't know. I know
yeah.
Junior, Justin hasn't. No.
I haven't yet, so RCDC will be my first time.
Or you're coming there.
Justin
I'm
is,
planning-
qualified.
I qualified for RCDC, so like it'd be rude for me not to take the spot now that I have it. Like,
Yeah, from the I guess U.S. Japanese exposure is limited to as far as like the drift scene is like Miko, Vittorio,
one-handed
Shane,
drivers. It's
Alfredo, yeah. And there's a couple of guys. Super G came through and made a tour, but it's
Manny, I think, has gone. Manny Nieto, but he doesn't really talk about it.
Years ago, yeah.
He didn't really ever talk about it much. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And Shane's
So
in
it's,
there too, right?
Yeah, Shane's in there too. Yeah, he was here with
Vittorio.
with Vittorio recently.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. So I think as more and more people bring some knowledge back over, it's translating and helping the two drift cultures kind of understand one another. And likewise too, I guess it's a good segue because we have a lot of Japanese events that are now transferring over. I guess it's a good time. Can we make that announcement?
Oh, yeah.
So there'll be more of a formal announcement that'll come by, and we'll drop some links to it. But RevD and RCO are teaming up for a set of community events coming in September, just before SDC. So we will be in Texas, I believe, from the 18th to the 21st or 20th.
Of
19th
August.
to the 20th. September.
Okay.
Just
September.
before SDC. And then we'll be heading up to the New York, New Jersey area the following weekend,
Gotcha.
the 24th, 26th. So we'll be jumping around the tracks. Like I said, it's not formal competition. We just want to meet everybody, meet and greet, and just do some exchanges. And we'll have some personalities coming with us. So we won't reveal those yet. But yeah,
Cool.
very cool.
I'll
Very
go.
cool. Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
So
me and Hayato's.
I've been meaning to go to Texas.
Same.
right, come. Junior will take care of you.
Exactly.
Let's see.
So yeah, that's that's coming up. Obviously, we just recently had the RCDC announcements, so I think there's a lot of interest growing up in terms of who are the U.S. competitors coming in for RCDC. Do you know?
I heard Vito is coming. Nico?
Miko also.
Is Alfredo on the list?
Alfredo's on the list because McLean's sponsor.
And then we got Justin. We only have 5 drivers from US this year.
That's it.
No, I feel like there's more. There's been more announcements that I've seen lately. Probably not.
Maybe they haven't.
Do they get invitation or they have their own qualification or something like that?
Oh no, they have to do a formal application,
Okay.
and then yes.
According
Yeah.
to RCDC, double application.
Oh yeah, this
Online,
year is
This year was double
32.
Double the price?
applies.
Why is that? Oh, really?
Yeah. Double applies. So many guys cannot qualify. I don't know. I don't know the list yet.
Oh,
I know partially. Like Miko, Victorio.
Alfredo got it.
So, what are the qualifications for RCDC? Like, aside from just filling out the application?
For the international drivers, I believe it's just the application.
Just a resume. Winning history in the competition results history.
Okay.
Self application, self appeal.
Self-introduction.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I think they search through that and they
So
find the best.
basically anyone can go, as long as you send the application.
Anyone can apply.
Yeah.
You can only go if they choose you.
Yeah.
It's money.
Oh.
Oh, I got 11
Okay,
days. to pay
I'm
that
not
fee.
driving. I'll just be there in a booth. Have you seen me drive? I drive like shit. No, that. I leave the driving to the young ones, not me. I'm just the manager,
Okay, team up.
team secretary. Hi. So right now we are at Yachio, which is a little bit of a hidden gem in amongst the Japanese tracks, mainly because it's got two personalities here, both Junta and Hayato. We're actually in the Rev D office inside Yachio at the moment, and later on, I guess maybe I'll take the phone out and just take a little bit of a tour. But oh yeah, Kilo's got the camera. There we go. And kind of look around.
So,
There's some really cool things here that we'll bring on screen later on.
Oh, are you saying I should bring my race buggy too?
I'm not saying that, but can.
I mean, if there's a buggy track, I might as well.
I can tell you this: the Japanese love remote control. Let me put this in perspective. Sunday.
Yeah,
okay, if we were looking at a US track on a Sunday, just a normal Sunday, what time does the track open?
PDX Drift or Drift PDX opens at 10.
And how many people would you think would be there at opening time?
I have no idea because I've never been there on a Sunday.
So Yachio, we were talking with Matsuzaki. He's like, we need to wake up early for Sunday, and I'm like, why? And he's like, Yachio opens at 7.
Oh, really?
I was like, 7 a.m. It's like, yes. We pulled up in the parking lot, and the parking lot was full. There were like 35 drivers on track. Before we got there, I mean, we pulled up a little bit late. We were here at like 8:30, and like we just barely got a spot in. And I'm like, wow. Like seriously,
That's
this last Sunday here.
on a race day at the buggy track here. It's like that because the parking lot is so small too.
Hmm.
So on like a race day, it'll be like people up and down the street, especially on a big weekend.
Yeah, this was just a normal day. This wasn't like, hey, RCO's here. This was just, let's go drift on Sunday. So
Yeah.
Japan is very passionate. And later on when I walk around, I'll show you guys, like this place, it's kind of like, Junior dubbed it RC Dreamland or RC Disneyland.
Okay.
The amount of space that it is here. And this is also then, there's a bigger one, Yakabe, which is like, yeah, I would say like, I don't know how many times bigger, but bigger.
I got to see Yatabe at least once. I heard so much about how amazing it is.
85 times, but bigger.
bigger because they have another category, touring car.
Yeah, the buggy track.
Yeah. It's like before.
No, very, very much, very much.
So we know that the parking lot is full. How many people is that? Can you guesstimate?
80, sometimes 80 to 90 drivers.
Jeez.
Week.
Wow.
And on the weekend. Weekday, Monday, Tuesday, at least over 20 people
Yeah,
in the night time.
I'll show you right now. I mean, like later on, when we poke out, it is not even 2 o'clock right now on a Tuesday. Are we Tuesday? Yeah, on a Tuesday. There's probably about 15 drivers out there right now, zooming around the track.
Amazing. It's awesome.
80 drivers. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Thankfully, the track
actually,
is big.
well, so speaking on that note, how much is entry fee? Like, how much to pay to get in?
So entry fee here at Yachio for a full day is 20 USD
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
for a full day. And then you can also do it by 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and 6 hours, I
Yeah.
believe. So you can, choose whichever one fits your schedule.
So it sounds like we just need to relocate, and then we'll be okay. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, like right now.
I mean, real estate is relatively cheap here, isn't it?
For you guys, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because of the currency. Yeah.
Blame Donald Trump.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention this one. Like many foreigners, they say everything is cheap in Japan.
Oh.
It's basically from conversion level.
Mhm.
Right? So it's not really cheap.
True.
And but as a real estate place,
Mm.
Yachio is a kind of suburb.
Mm.
40 minutes by train from the midtown Tokyo.
Mm.
So maybe midtown Tokyo is four times.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Hayato was telling me something. Granted, these are like fixer-upper type of apartments, but you could get like a studio or like a one-bedroom apartment for like $500. Purchase price, not monthly rental.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
One time.
But it's really small.
That's
But it
less than
comes
my
with a
month.
parking spot.
Oh, is that right?
So this is where the conversation went.
It's
Kevin,
less than my monthly rent.
Why don't you just buy a unit, fix it up if you like, but you have a parking spot? Then you can buy your import cars.
Maybe kind of like RCO Japan.
Hey, if you need someone
Yeah.
to sleep in the apartment,
Yeah.
that one
We'll just start
time fee
like
is
a-
less than my monthly rent.
No, it'd just be an
We'll do-
Airbnb.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say drift Airbnb. We'll just leave the key at the door, and
Dude,
all
so-
the drifters can come.
So many people would be using that. I
Yeah.
don't think
Right?
there would be any shortage at all.
The more people that get to come experience this, I think both from a just on like a personal level, but both from like all the drift cultures in general, I think we'll all benefit from being able to experience something like this. Like without going into like what Junior and then will tell you is like the first time I was here was September last year. I think that's when I met you the first time. And then we came back for RCDC, so this is my third trip. And every trip is a continual learning process. There's always something new, a new dot to connect, a new concept, a new style, or Hikaru showing everybody that you can drive backwards the entire track, that kind of thing. He did. Yesterday, Junta threw us a little comp, right?
Mhm.
Just I think they normally do it on a Tuesday night. So he does these, like, they call them the Junta Cup. And so this is just like a friendly local club comp. But he threw it on Monday night because we were in town. And we were all getting ready. We were all super pumped and excited. And like last minute, I'm not talking like just as qualifying was about to start, Hikaru walks in the room. And you could see everybody like, aww.
It's like, hey, that's the guy. Ah, dang it.
It's cool when that's the guy when we're just like sessioning, but it's like, okay, now he's entering the comp and he's entering my class. I'm like, I wanted to like demote myself to beginner.
So is classifications even for fun comps like similar to what we do at STC here, or does it go by those different leveling systems like you were talking about a while back?
I would honestly say this local one was very honor based. Like the beginning group or the how you say the newbie group,
Mhm.
they were all genuinely new drivers, and the experts, everybody moved else into the expert class, and you didn't have that kind of like mixing of the skill levels.
Mhm. But there was only just the two classes, not like how TDC ended up.
Oh no. TDC is unique in the way they do their classifications for theirs. It's just a way for them to break into brackets.
Sure.
D1GP, there's only one class. So we'll put this in perspective for D1GP, how that works. You have different prefectures, which is equivalent to like states,
Hmm.
Okay.
correct?
Yeah, right.
Okay, and so each prefecture will have their own qualifying round, right? And of those qualifying rounds, they take 8 drivers, I believe, from each qualifying round.
Oh, are you talking about RCDC?
RCDC.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you said D1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
RCDC, yes.
So-
Qualification by each prefecture.
So in the US, it would be like each state having one, and then you take the top drivers from each state and they go. The difference here is each prefecture basically has like 3 or 4 all-stars, like top tier, top pro level drivers. And so all of these come together, and then the poor 32 drivers that come from international just get dropped into the mix.
Like, welcome.
Yeah. It's an experience, it's right. But
You might
yeah,
wanna fly out early to get more practice to make up for not being able to get as much locally.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think RCDC is very unique though because the surface is not
Yeah, load P tire, roll up.
plastic mat,
Ah,
and there's no other track that uses that normally. Is there?
Yatabe installed for the practice.
Oh,
Last
the
year,
solar.
from last year. But people driving a lot, so more scratch, more damage. So RCDC final round Peter is stay 1 year the warehouse. I don't know. Condition.
I see.
In the meantime, everybody goes to scuba arena for practice, but this actually surface will be
Very
totally different.
different.
Even the same product.
Right. And last year was a unique one because it was held at Scuba, but RCDC is normally held at airport.
Right.
Hanada?
No.
No, Central.
Central Air.
Yeah.
Nagoya.
Nagoya.
They're gonna go back to that place.
Yeah.
About 3 hours drive from here.
3, I think.
One day?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, that's it. 3, 4.
It's quite far.
For those that are
Tokyo.
for those coming internationally, do we come into Tokyo and fly over? Is that the
No, I
best?
think they can come direct.
Oh, it's international airport.
I think so.
Potential.
Yeah, it's international.
Okay.
But it's easier.
sorry, to which
Nice.
airport are you flying? Or should we?
Central.
One more time, sorry.
Central.
Central Air.
Central Air. Okay.
I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it
Maybe
English?
Central Air. Maybe Japan Central. Nagoya is about Central. That's why Central Air. Japanese Central Air.
Oh.
Japanese pronunciation.
Oh.
I thought it's a French or something. Okay.
In the middle of Tokyo and Osaka.
Fantastic. Well, just so that we don't grab the stream too long, and I know Aso is also very busy, I'm gonna go grab some of the other folks, and we'll continue the stream in just a couple minutes.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
Maybe we should bring the camera to the truck.
Yeah, why don't I do that? I'll do one round with this, and then we'll come sit down. Or you want to take your camera?
Yeah.
Hiro and I are gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of the Yachio.
I think it's
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you, Aso.
Bye. See you. So Justin, are you coming to Japan soon?
For RCDC.
RCDC. Okay. See you there.
Meet you again.
Where are you from? I remember you.
Nice.
Hiro, turn your mic and sound on.
Hey, Justin,
Yes.
where are you from?
I am from so I started drifting in Florida,
Okay,
Orlando. Right now I'm
Right.
in Seattle.
Seattle. And Adam, where are you from?
I'm from Oregon, so I'm one state south of
Oregon.
Justin right now.
Okay. So,
I often go to
Otherwise
his
it's
home track. Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, look at all that pit space.
here's Seattle. どこに行った
Hey, Hayato.
Hello.
Hello. The one track in the background, and
Is that his comp car, or is that a just fun car?
これコンペティションカーかって聞いてるけど。We call it public car.
Public car.
that's a good answer.
じゃあツアーを。Yes, Mr. D10.
Hey, hey. Welcome to YouTube.
Hello. He's one of the top drivers from Top Racing. I don't
Okay.
know.
Nice.
Top line.
もう違うふうな時期。
そういうことが起きるんですよ。あ、見せられないんだよね、今。
いや、大丈夫です。
あ。Oh.
Oh,
this is the best
yeah.
one.
yeah. So apparently,
This is the
Sanwa's a new world over there.
Well, so we arrived on day one, and Junior, Jay, and I bought new controllers.
Apparently, I need one too now.
I thought you were always on
The
Sanwa,
Kaiju?
Dustin.
Oh, I'm on a M17 though, not the S.
Oh, so you just need to upgrade.
Yeah. The upgrade, and then I want the servo gyro still.
So this is the main track. They have 3 tracks, like main track and smaller track and practice track.
Cool.
How big is the main track there?
That was
Say
pretty
again?
big.
How big is the main track?
If you were looking at Super G, it's about the width wise is about the same as Super G, but the length is almost say like 1.5, 1 3/4 the length. Like it's a really long straight.
It looks long.
Yeah, and we already I already complained about barely seeing, like, being able to see the car at Super G.
Uh, so I'll take you for a little walkthrough.
That's
So you can
cool.
kind of get a feel of that wasn't even halfway down the track.
Mhm.
So this is their little beginner practice track, and then this is what we call the sub course. This one, if you know the hobby shop in Texas,
Mhm.
this track is bigger than the hobby shop track in Texas, and this track is about 60% the size of the main track.
Hmm.
It's
And then of course
interesting.
we have. Go ahead.
It's interesting to see because, like, a lot of US tracks here, since our plot or space is so limited, it's like we try to fit so much track into that small space.
And then we don't have any pit space left, and
Yeah, and
Yeah.
here you can see just like you can have whatever corners or whatever like actual track design that you want to lay out. That's
and then
cool.
2 mini Z racing tracks.
Yeah, you
Nice.
got the beginner track. You got the main track.
So it's like a place of competition and a place to play all at the same time.
Let's see. There's Junior right here.
So okay, is that Vittorio's body like originally?
I don't know. I can ask him. I'm gonna grab him next for the stream.
Okay, sounds good.
Man, I
who is
wish
he
I could
driving
have gone.
with?
That looks fun. That looked like Jay.
Let's go bother the guys. Jay, why so young? Hello. Can I grab you guys for the live stream? Junior,
Junior.
come with me.
Hey, Junior.
I will be back. Pull your cards in. All right, we're gonna grab Junior. Let me find Big Hayato.
Okay, cool.
So you
I'm
know,
gonna get back to the room. I'm
Okay.
gonna find Hayato.
All right.
you get them all right.
It was Ronald. It's Volker.
Robert Volker.
Yeah.
He done
He's one of
EWS.
my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He done EWS last year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I do EWS as well.
Yeah,
Come.
ちょっと後です今。
Justin,
Hi,
there's no
my name's
polls
Hiro.
wherever.
Junior, nice to meet you. Junior. Yes,
Sorry?
Junior.
There,
Yes,
there are
Junior.
no polls.
Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?
Mhm.
USA. From Texas? Yes.
I mean, that's a Drift
Very
PDX
cool.
unique problem.
JJ has to get in his proper uniform. So that's has to represent.
I used to live in SoCal. Oh, okay. Where? Like, Orange County.
Oh, okay, I'm from Los Angeles.
Really?
I grew up in Los Angeles.
See, this is kind of what I want to do, like mid competition.
Yeah, that's what I. Oh, okay. Because I saw that. Oh,
Turn your mic on.
Sit here. Sit there.
Hey, Junior.
Oops, I think we
Oh, we just lost Hero's stream.
coming back.
Hero?
Jay
From
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
I accidentally tapped on join the stream. Just follow the link.
Oh, does he need the code again?
We're gonna come from the link. See if we can get it from the link.
Okay. Junior.
What's up? Is this live already?
Yeah, we're live, man. It's
oh, nice.
it's 9:47 West Coast time.
Oh, we're over here. Yeah, 2 p.m. About to be 2 p.m.
Yeah.
There you go.
One second. 1 second. Ooh. Okay, we good?
We're good.
Okay, I'm gonna join here on this side.
Hey, Junior.
Yeah.
So I think I screwed up your folder. You should be able to upload now.
Okay.
You
guys should be able
know
to-
for the thing.
I need to go back. What's they move?
We're putting.
Is there any part of you move over to the corner back there?
Can you? Hey, Junior. Can you turn? Oh,
I'm Hero.
Let's see if we can.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Oh, you guys have to get comfy.
Or can you move it further back?
oh, we've got 3 guys. I didn't know that they were gonna bring.
Oh, there's so many.
There's so many. Justin, how many of these guys have you met?
You don't need me.
One,
You guys
two.
have known me enough. I'll just talk off the screen. So
I think 2 if I include
Introducing-
Kevin.
let us go around the table.
Hello guys, my name is Jay. I'm from Malaysia. I'm one of the Team Rep D factory driver. So yeah, nice to meet you all.
Good to meet you.
Everybody, hopefully you guys know me already. I'm Junior from the US.
I'm Ryan and I'm from the United Kingdom.
Oh, now he says United Kingdom.
Oh, no,
That's formal.
just you know, South London, yeah. Bring the character out.
Hello, I'm Jonas and I'm from Singapore. And recently I joined RCO.
Nah, and then we know Hero. So we've got our 3 new Japanese. So we're day 5, right?
For driving.
Yeah, day 4. Well, day 1 counts. We were in Japan.
Yeah.
It's been
that long. Driving.
Yeah, we came in on Friday. We're not leaving till the 16th. So, day 1, Rajikon.
Oh, I'm already
So
jealous.
day one we landed, gathered everybody together, and then shot over to Akihabara for Super Rajikon. So those that don't know, Super Rajikon Rajikon stands for remote control. So in Japan, you will hear it called Super RC, and then we in the international refer to it as Super Rajikon. So it's one of the highlights for anybody who's in drifting because we get tax-free
Right,
purchasing,
right.
and Japanese domestic prices tend to be a little bit less than.
Yeah, little, I think for us, it's no. So if you compare the ESC from D, the brief, it's probably about £170, Great British pounds. Over in the UK, you're paying 250.
So a lot cheaper up here.
Yes,
Wow.
£250 there. The servo,
Oh.
yeah, the servo is 140 and the gyro is 110.
So let me ask you, how much did you spend?
I spent more in the pro shop here than I did at Super.
Super Rajikon, how much did you spend?
30,000, yeah.
30,000. What about you, Junior?
I don't know.
Oh, he lost count. He lost
It's like
count.
Disneyland to any RC enthusiast. I don't care what you're into. You need to watch it for a couple hours and probably not go through all the parts.
So, Junior, do you have your magic band?
Can you pay by credit card?
Yeah.
Kevin paid for me, and then Kevin's collecting my tab, so eventually.
He did buy an M17S on day one before ever visiting a track on a recommendation.
On a
Before I hear
recommendation.
They recommend here?
You can't help it,
I
right?
think I've said 3 times more in there over the last 2 days buying parts to build the new kaiju.
Yeah, that's good. But that is one of the nice things. Most of the big tracks, they have a very well stocked pro shop. So when it comes to like figuring out new things or seeing a concept that you like, you can pretty much get it in real time.
Nice.
Or if you know people, you can source things.
I'm actually looking for the slipper car.
Yeah, it's like a flea market. It's ridiculous.
So Junior,
Yeah. I mean, I've had people message me from the UK, can you get me this car? Can you get me this car? And someone asked for the wrap up next gearbox in red
You
specifically.
can start a business.
Ooh, yeah.
I would. Up to you. But the
So-
thing is, I've been selling up because I've eaten too much all the time.
What were you saying, Adam?
Junior, how much was the M17S there?
Like I said, I just. Kevin paid for me at RogerCon. I told him just collect the tab and tell me what it is, and I'll pay you in American money.
What's that? Is that
So
I don't know. It's like 50.
Well, so for reference right now,
55.
After discount is like 50.
It's 55,000, yeah.
About 55.
Was it that cheap?
Yeah.
No, it's normally less than
Yeah.
70.
Yeah, it was like 55, I think.
Which one is it? USD?
No, 55.
$380.
380.
380.
Yeah, about 380.
So for reference,
Yeah.
for reference,
Oh,
A
yeah.
main US dealer has it for 690.
Yeah, that sounds about
690.
right. Yeah.
But we're in Japan, baby.
What?
I might also be day one M17S when I arrive in Japan with those prices.
Yeah, no joke.
Like almost $300, over $300 cheaper. Like $300, $400 cheaper.
You just have to plug really far though to come get the deal.
I mean,
if I'm already gonna be there.
Yeah, worth it. What are you talking about?
So we went to day one, we landed in, gathered the team, went to Super Rajicon, and then how was your first meal in Japan?
Oh my god. I ate really like at Brazilian steakhouses back at home. We went to an all-you-can-eat Wagyu and crab, and dude, let me tell you, it's gonna be hard to top it when I go back. I don't think I've ever. It's so good.
And this is coming from a Texas boy. Man.
Yeah, dude, it was on another level.
Where was it at?
Rakusen? In ROKKASEN. In Shinjuku.
Oh, Shinjuku. Rakusen.
Yes.
Rakusen. Ah, okay.
I think we were all
So good.
very gracious it was in the
Yes.
UK.
Mhm.
Because the amount of plates we were ordering.
Oh, we're gonna get on your eating habits here in a little
Oh, well, you got 10 plates of crab.
Hey, I was open about that. The next day at sushi with you and like 20 plates of like.
That wasn't just me. That wasn't just me.
I don't know. It sure looked like it was your end of the table.
No, we put them there to make space.
I'm not gonna get it.
We were making space for more plates on the table.
Yeah, this dude can eat.
Listen, if you're in Japan, you've got to experience the food and try it, all right?
Yeah, he ain't lying.
That is true.
And especially when it's a buffet, you know.
Yeah, it's so easy because they give you tablets and you just start pushing away.
So how much of that do you know what you're eating?
As long as it's beef and chicken, I keep it coming.
One thing I'll say, they don't have lamb here. I'm not coming across lamb yet.
Yeah, normally we don't eat now.
No.
A lot of seafood,
Yeah.
a lot of beef, little less chicken.
Unless you go to like specific place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good restaurant to kind of break everybody in at. And everybody just came off 12-hour plus flights, so everybody was starving.
Jay, how's the salad?
Oh,
How much did you spend on the Rajcom?
About 50,000 yen. No, but I probably the most for my friends. So I make purchase for most of it for my friends.
Oh, do we tell the real story?
Yeah.
Do we tell the real story? So, go, you go.
So I just bought the M70X, and at the same time because I sold my Futaba MPX. So yeah,
On the spot.
on the spot. So,
What made you to get the M70
I think it's the same reason for all of them.
yeah.
Yes.
So it was.
I don't know, because I'm from different category, like touring guide often, and sound is always the best. But as soon as I came to like a drifting side, I see lots of people using flower.
It's interesting because Matsuzaki said the same thing. In all other disciplines, Sanwa is the principal manufacturer. But for some reason, Futaba took a grasp on this.
I really wonder why it's so popular.
Not knowing the two of them, the Futaba just looks prettier and it's touchscreen.
Yeah,
I think it's
touchscreen.
Accountability, you know? Because the GYD, the servo, plus with the S-Plus with active bars, it just like it dominates the US market quite a lot because of active bars. The turbo integratedness and plus the GYD and the CD701 servo. They just that gives it a whole package where everyone can do everything they need to do without having to physically pick up the car. And I think that's what
But-
the selling point is.
Sanwa also has that.
It's just for some reason
Yeah,
it just hasn't
They do.
taken off. I don't really know why.
No, Sanwa has their own ESC, their own gyro, their own servo.
But how many people can use it?
I'm not saying that I would choose a Sanwa ESC over an Active, but I'm just saying it's.
That's why Futaba gets that market because there's such a
But let me go back to my original question.
Yeah.
What menu you guys choose?
For me, my motto is Matsuzaki says buy, I buy. That's simple as that.
I'll throw another couple. What radio is Hikaru using?
I was about to say that he uses Futaba, right?
There you go.
Okay, Hikaru, I can put it this way, Super Saiyan mode drifting. No joke.
Wait, you're jumping the gun. We're on Friday still. We haven't got to yesterday.
We're talking about shopping and then you are professional about radio.
Yeah, it's okay.
So I wouldn't say one is completely better than the other because I've seen the proof of both by two amazing drivers. So it's I don't know. I felt like I made the change because it was time to. I wanted to make a change.
Well, we can get the aftermath though, because both of you have now switched.
Have you
So-
already tried it?
Yeah,
I'm already.
both of them have switched over to.
I do. I enjoy it. Honestly, both brands are awesome, but I just. Matsuzaki said.
So if you had to say it right now, even knowing that you've only had a day or two on the Sanwa, would you go back to the Futaba?
No.
And honestly, massive.
So for me,
It's that different.
it's that different in terms of the straight acceleration. Like Sanwa gives you a better pickup speed.
Is it to do with like the throttle resolution or how the?
Well, it's just that I
Linear.
yeah, it's
That's a word that I keep hearing. I haven't said this more.
feeling that it's more easier
Yeah.
to get the grip, and the launch is a lot faster compared to Futaba, compared to the MPX.
Yeah.
So that is how I feel after I switched to Sanwa. And then in terms of the response itself, a lot quicker. So somehow I feel that after I switch to the Sanwa, when I do a big flip, a big backflip, the car stay stable much more faster. Probably because of the steering response and all that, right? It's quicker than Futaba.
What speed of, ESC and gyro?
I'm using REPD BREP.
Okay.
Gyro is the REPD Revox. Yeah. And
Okay.
so,
I'm Acuvans.
Yeah.
And to be fair, they only changed the radio. All of the rest of the electronics stayed the same.
Okay. Okay. I think if Sanwa, like if the menus were easier to navigate, it would be way more popular here.
The interface is so
old.
yeah.
Well, the 17S seems to be a massive improvement though, because I've got guys in the UK that use the old Sandro, and it just looks like a nightmare to use. It's very heavy. The old one was very heavy, very top heavy. It felt like
The
it was
M12, yeah.
Let's see that. So continuing on Friday, Junior, how was your first experience in Japanese train stations?
Oh man. Okay, there's so much going on and there's bakeries everywhere. Yes.
One train station at home. Get a coffee at a train station.
Like train stations at home. All I smell is heat. Here, all I smell is sweet breads and I don't even know. We didn't even stop. But if I was alone, I probably would have stopped at all of them. We had a mission and it was to meet our other buddies to go shopping.
So you got to ride one of the high-speed trains, not the ultra high-speed trains, but the Narita Express.
Right.
This one does what, like 300 kph? Or is it like 200?
No, not that fast. I think little more than 100.
A little more than 100, right? Did you feel it?
No, it just looks like you're chilling in a train movie. And it's so silent. Can't even hear it. It's just, and the views are amazing. The house, the cars, man. If you ever want to come to Japan, don't think twice. Just fly out. It's an easy one.
All right, so we'll fast forward to our first day. So day 2, we picked up Jonas from the airport, and then the whole group looped over to Winds Narita.
Okay.
So
really?
yeah. Nice, very nice track.
New one, right?
Oh, the new one now. So what was your first introduction to Japanese RC drifting?
I completely forgot we were going to went there.
I had to adjust my eyesight.
You only remember Yachio?
I was trying to think. I was like, what was the first trip to go to? The DMR one.
Yes.
I completely forgot. Like, man, I was tired. It was a 3-hour flight and then a 13-hour flight. So I was a bit drained, but it was awesome. Everything was awesome.
I think the hardest thing to adjust to was the sheer length of the track. Because in the UK, probably the longest width you've got is about 80 meters, and then normally they're like maybe 8 to 9 deep on the biggest, or the shortest tracks will be about 12 or 14 meters by 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So it's a very small area. Whereas this was probably about 7 meters deep, but probably 22 meters long.
Yeah.
So
Maybe even longer than that, because that felt longer than TDC.
and it's also very narrow. But the line's very narrow as well.
True. Very, very true.
Question for you travelers, because we have people that travel quite a bit now, or at least drifters that are traveling like everywhere now. What are you taking with you, like as far as your bag of choice to haul your car?
Oh, like carry bag or?
Yeah, carry bag for your car.
Somebody just bought a brand new piece of hauling equipment.
So I actually have the 3-tier Remedy hauler. I just bought a suitcase that it would fit in.
Okay.
Nice.
Because I didn't want to live out of a suitcase and not have to pack into something small enough to be a carry-on either. And I didn't want to go to the track and be the guy that's pulling stuff out of a suitcase on the floor. So I just got a case big enough to fit the Remedy hauler into.
So you checked your car.
You check the car.
Yeah, I put it checked.
That scares me.
Yeah, I always carry on my car, transmitter, and batteries. It just all fits into one backpack.
Yeah.
I can actually, if I take the body and wheels off, I can fit the chassis inside the transmitter bag, and then put the transmitter and batteries in there, and then all that's just in my transmitter bag.
The only downside with that is if you do that, when you're doing such a long haul flight, you want to take a change of clothes, a toothbrush with you and stuff, because after you're traveling for 20 plus hours.
I mean, yeah, it's just like one little.
Day. And some airliners are very limited with the carry-on size that you can take on your personal and the weight. So I have to with China Eastern Airlines.
Well,
and they only allowed an 8 kg personal allowance bag the size of what you could take on British Airways for under the seat. So, the time you put your batteries in there, because you can't put them in the hold, and you've got like your headphones, your toiletries, change of clothes and stuff, and you put a drink or two in there, you haven't really got the space to be able to stick in the transmitter and the chassis in.
Sure.
No, I just the shirt and shorts I use hasn't changed. That's my soft packaging I use to pack the chassis and the transmitter in here. So I use
your bubble wrap.
No, yeah, I use the shorts and shirt and underwear as the soft packaging, and that goes in just the transmitter bag, and then the transmitter bag just goes in a backpack.
The real pros, you bring one big suitcase, and then you pack everything in a smaller suitcase. And
Yeah.
you put the smaller suitcase in the bigger suitcase. So that way, when you're in Japan, you have a whole suitcase to go shopping. That's priority number one.
Oh no, yeah, I got my giant hard suitcase that I brought to WTDC. I'll have my hauler bag. I got my hard case carry-on bag. I got another suitcase. I'll have at least like 3. Because I'm gonna buy Gunpla while I'm over there.
All I was a suitcase with 5 days worth of clothes because we're gonna be here 10, so I figured I'd recycle it, and then most of my huge suitcase was empty. Just to take back some stuff, taking a friend to Rev D chassis while I'm here. Trying to get him, on the Rev D side,
Oh, I know I'm buying at least Gunpla, so I gotta bring a whole empty suitcase.
Yeah, and then I just brought my car with me, and on the top drawer of my 2 compartment, I threw my transmitter and batteries. That's it. I was like, as long as my car makes it there, my transmitter and my batteries, I'm good.
Any
Oh, no.
issues with the
That's why I thought it was in my carry-on.
No, I have an overdose bag that I've had in my closet for a while because I kept it for traveling purposes as a travel bag. I hate carrying bags. And I got there and they did let me take it on the flights, but it was a close one. They almost made me have to pay because it technically doesn't fit in the little area. You know how they have a
that little,
thing where
like,
you're
yeah.
supposed to try it. And then I told the lady, I have expensive equipment. And then she said, okay, just take it. If they don't let you, you're missing your flight. And I was like, all right. I didn't miss my flight. But it wasn't very pleasant. So I might be upgrading to something a little smaller.
So here's a little segue for a pro Japanese tip. This will go to Hiro. Most hotels offers amenities such as laundry service or like self laundry, right? All the toiletries. It's pretty standard with most Japanese hotels. So it's yes, that's a great topic.
No.
Wait. We start first with Hiro. Can you please explain to us the future that Japanese toilets are?
Future, we already in future.
Exactly.
It's just the Western culture just don't really do that.
No, but it's not just a simple bidet, right?
Oh no.
You need an instruction manual to operate this thing. There are so many buttons on some of them. You have temperature control. You have washing pattern, pulse.
I don't even know how to do that. I don't use wash for them.
Oh, and there's also
very important.
there's also wash front and back. Also very important. They got the front wash and the back.
Machine in the front. You gotta kind of shimmy yourself.
So you're just trying again.
Whoa! So does somebody have an interesting story about their first experience with him?
Some of the toilets here, they also have seat warmers. So I sat on one and I was like, it was so hot. Not pleasant. It was not pleasant for an American.
Do you know what? It feels kind of uncomfortable. So I'm always used to sitting on a cold toilet seat. So if it's warm, you feel like someone's already sat on it.
You come out sweating.
Oh, okay. Good.
Wow, that's a lot.
Okay, we're gonna move this along, and we're gonna get to the fun one, right? So day 3, we are first day at Yachio, and we're feeling pretty good. I think all of us collectively. Matsuzaki was on his white FC. We weren't horribly getting run over. What was your first impression when Matsuzaki brought out his yellow GR 86?
There's no simple terms.
I've never seen a car so fast. Like, it literally almost looks like he has a touring car on the track. There's no chill mode. Like, he will, as you're drifting, he will come around you and take off and just leave you with busting. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
You want to elaborate on that?
No, Jay has a more elaborate story because Jay and I actually start back in RCDC last year. We were experienced this and we're chasing this.
Yeah.
We next run into Matsuzaki in Malaysia 2-3 weeks ago.
Yep. 2 weeks ago.
And if I remember right, somebody was quite proud of himself in Malaysia. He was doing quite well with handling Matsuzaki until we got back to RDA.
Yeah.
No comment.
No comment.
So fast forward here, Matsuzaki then continues to show Jay and I that we are nowhere closer to catching him. Has now
With the same
same tires. Jay has now gone what we call full faith, full conversion. How is your car now after the all the changes, all the setup?
Well, I don't want to too much telling it by myself. Probably you guys can tell.
Good call.
Good call.
Good call.
For those of you who don't know Jay, he's a phenomenal driver.
Malaysia #1.
Yeah. And I remember that I felt like I was keeping up. Before I had messed with my car, as well, and I felt like I was, a bit behind. And then later he got some help, and man, that thing started skyrocketing, and I was like,
The car lost signs of RC drift.
Smooth operator. Nice and smooth.
Okay,
So that was their first experience.
Kevin,
and then-
Kevin, hold on.
Then-
What is everyone driving? Is everyone what is your motor positions? High motor or low motor now?
We'll let Jake go first.
Jay, would you like to go first?
Before I get in my car tuned by Matsuzaki, I was using the high motor mount. So now I moved to low motor mount. Yeah.
all motors to the front.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So I'm currently on the Kansai V2 deck with Team AD front and rear, and I was running high motor.
Soon to Twitch.
I spent the evening yesterday and so far all of today building up my Kaiju, which is going to be Team AD rear and DDSS front.
Nice.
So halfway through that.
Is the DDSS going to be allowed at RCDC?
This is the perfect man to ask. Yeah, because it's locally here, isn't it?
Yeah, but we stopped sponsoring them.
But no need because you're a domestic product now. No?
No.
I bought the DDSS from Super RC. Doesn't that count?
I still have to talk to Mr. Ito about this. Yeah. But for now, I don't think it's legal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just
$500 house, put a business here, you'd be fine.
Well, if it's not legal, I need to. If it's not legal, I need to change my front end sooner than later.
Yeah, so this is for you, Justin. My DDS came off my car today.
Okay. I need to buy the RDX front parts in. I have the front end, but I have the caster plate at least.
Fair enough. So we have that was the first half of day 3, and then Hikaru showed up. What happened then?
It's cool.
Now you can talk about your Super Saiyan.
Yeah, it's like when I saw him driving with like Super Saiyan mode, I'm definitely like as soon as he got on the track, it's like he doesn't know how to drive 90. He has to drive almost backwards. And I'm not even joking. I know some of you are probably like, oh no, like the car literally Same angle. Like it's like he's coming out of the exit at the angle he's going at. It's ridiculous. It's awesome.
So what I'm actually hearing is that you guys have reached like Super Saiyan levels, and Hikaru is technically like Ultra Instincts.
Yes, maybe that's a good analogy.
On training.
I mean, we're getting to the stage of the back. So we're getting there.
Yeah, that's a very much a different style, different judging. Like here, like a reverse entry is actually considered high risk, high reward. It's looked very positive if you can execute cleanly, but that's the key part. If you cannot execute it cleanly, you don't get like sympathy points. You just get a crash.
So with that being said, is Japan style like more, well, high risk, high reward, right? So more style over than our stricter like clipping points in the US?
Well, I think you still need to hit all the clipping points, so that is like speed, style, and your racing line, and your the angles, you can call it in terms of style. So basically, it's pretty much like kind of like a freestyle how you want to do it. You can play safe, or you can just play super aggressive, and that is depends on how can you impress the judges. So basically, you just need to make your run like the wow, then immediately the judge will probably may ignore some of the tiny minor mistakes and still give you a very high score, as long as your style is there, and you're doing a big flick, aggressive, snappy action, reverse entry, and with all that. Yeah, so that is how the Japanese judging. Yeah. Yep. So.
I don't know. It's just on another level. I feel like until you don't come videos don't do it justice. Seeing it in person, and it's just different. Come to Japan.
Well, here's an easy point, because having done both US, right? Like our technical straight here on Yachio, both the technical straight and the other one, where we have the grip, you come out exit, we have a grip section where we're allowed to grip the car up and also run the car straight in under conditions. And then you have the feinto, the slight, you would call it a manji, but because there's actually no point, it's just a open feint. And then the very high technical snap and the switch. How is that compared to the US? Do you find that at US tracks?
No, man. It's just they don't want. Oh man, US style is more be smooth and like you can
Hold
be
the
at
angle.
a certain point, but there's only so much aggression you can put. Here, it looks like the car's about to lose control, but it just stay like. There's different levels, of course. Not
Oh, we might have lost
everyone
him.
here is driving at that level. Like not every single person, but most of them. Most of them. And it's just, I don't know, like it was something I had to see in person because videos just, I don't know, it's just completely different. In person, I was shocked. I didn't know that this level of RC drifting could even be achieved. Like,
Nice.
it's so hard to even explain it. Like you have to see it. It's awesome.
I think best way I can explain it, understanding what you spoke about the US versus Japan, it's US is clinical, do it X, Y, Z, whereas Japan is like put the flair into it.
Yeah.
It has a flair too. It's just, I would say the US it has concern more with consecutive corners and the flow and the smoothness and the connection between, whereas Japan has very technical sections that will pressure you. Like the Miri track that we had in Malaysia, every corner of that track links to the next corner, meaning that if you didn't get the right exit out of one corner and you didn't link it to the next corner and you didn't snap in transition and start accelerating, by the time you got to the last corner, you had nothing. Like you just, and simple like what we did here on the mini comp yesterday, if you couldn't come out of the start line, get your speed, start building your speed through the first, yeah, when you come down the diagonal, you had nothing. Like you were just missing that bit. So I think it's a little bit more of like a bit of track layout, a little bit of that, and then also some of what the judges are looking for, and that kind of spills into how the tracks are built.
Yeah, I'd say it's very hard to compare with the UK because, like I say, track size is a big factor as well, and also surface. So because PTAR is very expensive to import to the UK, what a lot of tracks have is a 2 by 1 meter section of like a vinyl plastic composite sheet, and it's like 1 mil thick. So it's kind of everyone's starting to call it like the European PTAR. So that's a common surface. Or there's a couple tracks up in the north, Slidehouse and NRD. They are PTAR, same as Ronin. But they're all very small tracks where we're talking 12 meters by 6 or 7. So because they've got such a small space, they don't really have the room to be able to add a lot of technical. So you'll find every UK track has this one big sweeping corner, and then if it's got a long straight, they'll expect you to manage rather than build speed and then flip. So, like in the UK, they would rather you not try drive straight out the corner to then have that. So where I'm from, Scale Drift, our track's only 12 by 5.5 because of the unit that we're in. But we run a new surface, Marline. It's what they use up in Yachio Racing in Czech Republic. It's quite grippy, but we're hoping in a year or two it will harden. Because apparently the older it is, the harder it gets. But we try to incorporate having some technical sections, so not just like a one way to another where it's smooth. Like you've got to drive the corner and flick it and stuff like that. So, but it's very hard with the UK because it's so divided with where people want it to be and where they want it to go, and there's a lack of inconsistency within the UK scene with what people want. So it's quite difficult.
Gotcha.
So
since we have a new panel here, we're gonna revisit another question that we circled around earlier, quite controversial already. 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson, or the new the mini stop.
So we haven't done Lawson, but I'm bored of 7-Eleven.
Oh, you could be flipped.
No, I said he flipped. 7-Eleven. No, my Family Mart's the one I like.
Yeah, you just about kicked everybody out of the car because you didn't want to go to 7-Eleven.
I was like, oh, Family Mart. It had better options. The first one we went to, it seemed like it had a lot better options. That's my opinion.
See, I know what Aso likes. So Jay.
I'm upset. You're allowed 7-Eleven, aren't you?
I can't anymore.
No,
Family
sir.
Mart.
He's
My friend. Yes.
How's your mini stop convenience store been experience? Oh, smoothies.
Yeah. I try stuff. I've just been trying whatever, honestly. Candy, ice cream. And it's also pretty and colorful. Like, dude, in Japan, everything is the little sounds, the jingles they have, the like. It's all, I don't know, it's like,
The little robots bringing the food and the little green
yeah, dude, and they're playing like little.
I think the best way to describe Japanese culture, Japanese people, is very animated.
Yeah.
They're very, very expressive and very vibrant. Like, is what I would
You
say.
say it's very childish.
Yeah, but I'm being polite. Yeah. Like the little theme tunes of the food, please. Yeah, you're like, oh my.
Even like when I was in the elevator at the hotel, like some of the rules or stuff, they have like an animated character and then it has like the rules. Like there's a lot of it out here. Like a lot. It's like a video.
But they sound very excited about everything all the time as well. Like even the commentating at the top, it just sounds so excited, like they've been fed a load of sugar. And they're just so happy about everything. It's amazing, honestly. Like if you can't be in a bad mood in Japan because they're just so energetic and bubbly. Like you just feel like everyone's happy all the time. You know? Yeah. You know, like look at the comp yesterday. Like the excitement just when you're getting on the door, you do a massive back, you're like, whoa! Right, the level of excitement is insane.
Every time you mess up, they say, thank you for coming. So.
No, that come from Malaysia. So Matsuzaki, he learned that from Malaysia.
Thank you for
Coming. So whenever like in a qualification or in a battle,
Oh, when you do that.
someone loses, then you will say, oh, thank you for coming. It's a good way to say bye bye.
Do we have to be polite on this podcast? Is it? No, because the Matsuzaki's phrases, the good. I don't know if we should swear on here. Can we swear on
I
here?
don't know, ask him.
Can we swear on here?
Yeah, that's fine.
So if you come to Yachio and you get to meet Matsuzaki, you'll learn good shit, dog shit, and shit with corn. Shit with corn. Yeah, it sounds wacky, but
This is alive.
it's okay. I asked if it was okay, but it's honestly been hysterical. We've been in laughing fits like every day.
Yeah,
Like it's been it's great experience.
Wow.
Yo.
He has no filter.
Yeah.
UK people have no filter.
Very good with sarcasm as well.
Yeah, yes. You can't get away with anything, but that's cool. It's cool. Broke the ice real quick. First day, it's like we knew each other.
How did you know Hayato?
Hayato.
I mean, Matsuzaki.
I met Matsuzaki coming out here. Very quiet person.
You met him in the States?
No, I met him here.
Ah, here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first time I ever had an interaction with him. I didn't know who he was, and then they told me who he was, and then I see him driving one car, his play car, okay? Nothing more to make you question your car. And then he brings out his main car. You don't want, you can't chase it. Like, I can't keep up with it. By the time I'm coming out of the corner, he's halfway down the track. And I'm not joking. Like, I've never seen that type of speed in a car before.
Is it speed-wise or traction-wise?
I think it's both. But we did weigh his car, and RCDC rules is 1440 minimum, and he's on over 100 grams under that weight at the moment.
He's
That's
100.
over 100 grams lighter. So he's probably been able to get the car to settle and go a lot quicker because it's a bit lighter as well.
Well, they just changed the RCDC weight, right?
No, his car and Hikaru's car. These last couple of days have just been set up with open class, so they've got all the weight out of the cars. As much weight out of them as possible.
Yeah, but that does not change the fact that he will.
No, they're flying.
Who knows what kind of magic he does to that thing, and I'm sure it'll be the same thing.
Well, with his level of skill, probably you drive a D6 and still can move smokers.
D6.
I guess you're talking about Matsu.
Yeah. It just started that.
He is a world champion.
Yeah, so it's
It's
cool to see someone like that in person and be able to talk to him and
He's got good crack.
get some type of help from him. It's unreal. But man, if you ever come out here, you know what I'm talking about.
I'm looking for him, so we will have him on the stream shortly as soon as I can find him.
Well, my
Nice.
first time meeting him, Kerry just shoved me in a car with him. Like, here you go with him. Like, okay. Oh yeah, just at the airport.
Here's another technical change. Who's running a fat battery now?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
We are
Doing what?
So
big boy batteries.
So the difference in weight between what the slim line and the big fat boy, at least from like a DS to a Rev D, it's 100 grams difference. And try it. It makes a difference. it makes a very
I remember you telling me I was the last person to switch off the fat boy batteries because I always ran the thicker ones because they felt better.
Yeah.
Full circle. First full circle.
Retro.
I had to
So,
switch off because I couldn't fit it in the chassis anymore.
Like 46?
5,000.
5,000. Okay.
HP.
I have
No, I don't. Is it HP? No, just go out.
$100 for a battery.
Yeah.
I've got a.
Those big fatty batteries are not cheap, right?
Trinity.
For a battery, like 70 in the US.
That's normal for other categories.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I run Fido batteries.
Yeah.
In the UK, I'm sponsored by Fido, like Firework UK.
Right.
I think for me they were £40 each, so that would work out about $50, $60 a battery.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Fido, yeah,
Is that cheap?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
For me,
Hero.
Yeah.
Aren't you like somewhat of an expert into this field with Coyote?
Yeah. As I mentioned, I run CK23 as a rhino racing distributor in Japan. But at the same time, if you guys know famous driver Atsushi Hara from Suikasa and also said.
he's at ETS at the moment.
Oh yeah. And I am him has a long story. So we actually started doing Coyote Japan. You know what Coyote is? The green
Yeah,
ESC batteries, motors.
we just saw them pop up here in the States. Like we've just started seeing them pop up in the States. Coyote.
What's
Yeah.
it called? Oh,
And we
okay.
are now trying to make products for drifting side as well. Then I let some drivers to try our batteries already, like Junta and D10 from Top Line. And I think Matsuzaki also tried it one time here, and they were so impressed. But I'm gonna let you guys try today. So I want to see. I want to hear what you guys.
Yeah, because I know Fido.
There's a huge difference.
Because I know Fido and the manufacturer for LRP,
Right.
so I know my batteries are going to be about
Okay.
standards.
Yeah.
If you'd be willing to send some overseas, I'd like to try some. I need some new batteries. I've got a unmatched pair for drifting and some buggy batteries. They're all some really old Trinities. This would be the thick battery I have to try again for drifting. They're on the lighter side, as from what I remember, at least.
They're the expensive
Yeah.
batteries, is what they are.
Maybe you can try them.
I'll give it one a go.
I would love to try one.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Fat boy. Do you have a fat boy?
Both. I have the same one.
It's
But the
the,
bigger one is only 4,600.
it's the Slimline HV.
Yeah.
Okay,
39.
so yeah,
Yes.
so a bit light.
Mm.
Bit light, because I think I run a 4500 and they're quite light still as well. I'll check the weight of my battery quickly.
Very good, very good. Well, we found Hayato, so he'll be joining us shortly.
Oh, he's here.
He's been hiding here the whole time. I've been running around the entire shop. I swore I checked here first, though. I don't know how we got in there. Because that's what passed us. So, but yeah, I mean, well, we've talked about that. We haven't done. Unfortunately, I can't give you guys a lot on like the culture side because we haven't done a lot of touristy bits yet. But I think that's coming on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, because of the weather.
Yeah.
So, like, here's a really cool tip. As we come to the track, you can see all flavors of 70s, 80s, 90s JDM. Like today we passed the
Nice.
Hatsuka, we passed the great, like this one house, like Matsuzaki said it was a private house and it had like 3 GTRs in it, just sitting outside.
Did you see the Silver Diamond 2000 GTR?
Yeah, that was in that same
Oh, it's that house.
yeah, that house. And then if you saw across the street, if you weren't looking at the GTRs and you looked on the other side,
15 as well.
and an Evo.
Yeah.
So like that you
I really
instead of,
wanted an
supercar
Evo.
squatting, yeah, you see all sorts of like old nostalgic JDM stuff.
Nice.
I heard Top Secret is like around the corner from here.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But
Mm.
yeah, I don't know what's about it.
Wait, we're gonna go stop by.
Yeah.
Maybe hit the,
All part of the name, that's top secret.
I'd have
maybe
to.
press the buy button on a GTR.
I think we're all trying to go in that same direction as well.
Oh,
RWB.
maybe.
RWE.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Very small.
I looked on Google to see where it was. I was like, you can't not love a Porsche, can you?
So other Japanese facts US might be interested. Mount Akina does exist. Yeah, but it's not called Mount Akina. There's a different name for it. It starts with an H, I believe.
No, Akina-san.
Oh, it's Akina-san.
Yeah.
Okay.
San means mountain.
Oh, okay.
If you don't know
Um,
what that is, you probably shouldn't be here.
Nah,
Ooh, well, you said it.
I
did
need
say.
to watch. I honestly still need to actually watch the show through.
Oh, Justin, we're gonna have to have a talk, my friend.
For no particular reason, I just haven't actually gone through it. I've seen very large sections of it, just haven't sat down and watched through.
Oh,
I think sections is fine, to be honest. There's a lot of filler, and there's a lot of just random episodes there.
what are you talking about?
I've been
the
told
relationship with Iskuni is most important.
I've been told which music scenes to skip. Just wait for that music to stop and then continue.
What else? What else? When you guys were hearing about Japan, what else were you guys interested in, or what did you? Daikoku? Daikoku. Do not try to take a train or a taxi there. It just, you need to be able to drive there. Period. Bar none. And it's hit or miss because the car lot gets full and then it gets shut down by police, and we haven't made it there yet.
They're eating too much.
Someone was eating too much.
Oh yeah, I was.
No,
If there was free days and money for me to, I was gonna want to see about like doing some actual drifting. I'm enjoying my real car too much. I don't know if it was supposed to come with traction control, but it didn't, and I got an LSD.
Nice.
So when it rained, I discovered that in a way.
Drift tracks, I would say there's plentiful around Tokyo. And one thing that you need to consider, Tokyo is not a small place necessarily, but it is, or sorry, not a large place necessarily, but it is dead packed. So traffic can be quite a menace to move around. Like for instance, where we are now in Yachio, to get to Drift Base, which is another track, that's a 2-hour drive. To get to Joyous, it's about a 2.5-hour drive.
Yes.
Yatabe from here,
I think it could be
almost what, an hour plus?
closer, maybe 2 hours.
How closer?
Dual carriageways and motorways from like compared to like the UK or probably America with state highways and stuff like that. Like big main artery roads.
They have them. It's just we've just been moving around the Chiba area.
Yeah.
So we haven't jumped on any of the big roads yet.
Understandable.
But when we make the bigger shifts, we left on our schedule, we have Joyous, Drift Base, and Yatabe Arena.
Nice.
And Yatabe we will be doing an actual competition with Yokomo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, my guys gonna be there?
Yeah.
We're all in expert class.
With Mako?
No, Mako's in D1 class. I don't have to deal with him. Go away. So in this particular one, there is D1 expert club, I believe.
And over 40.
Over 40, geez.
Oh, really?
40.
Oh, they do have 40. They do have 40 plus. Yeah.
He's like 28.
No.
Really?
Asian blood.
Yeah, 100%.
That's because he did his hair up today.
Oh, thank you.
If there's, do you want to join the? No, you're not even here.
334.
Oh. Ooh. But yeah, if there's a 4, I want to join that one. Yes, for sure.
That's a strange class for you.
Why?
That's
If I
it's
gotta
a-
fight Hikaru and Mako and Kosei,
They're in D1. They're in D1.
Some of them in that class is already very high level.
true, but we have the same worst eyesight, so we're at least level.
That explains the
So you're saying that it's coming down to physical like deficiencies, not actual
Oh.
style and like
if you ever make it out to World TDC or any of like the really large tracks, you'll understand why I only drive really bright cars.
Mm,
Must be like because they get the thing like you know how dart players get dart tires from playing darts for so many years. They just get their fingers will lock up because they've been drifting for so long. The hands can't up mid lap.
But I mean, I think that's another touch point. In Japan, a lot of your top tier drivers are under 20. And then you get even younger ones like Aichan. Aichan's what, like 10 now?
10, 11, yeah. Yeah.
Hikaru is 19 and he started drifting 10 years ago. So you can do the math on that.
All the time. The parents just take them there, leave them at the track, and parents go do work and stuff, and leave the kids at the track all day. They got the ultimate track time.
Maybe so, but there's a lot of young talent. Mako-chan, exceptionally good driver, like exceptionally good. Kai's not too much older than him, isn't it?
About like 20 something.
Oh, he's above 20.
Yeah.
Kai is.
so
Yeah, you're old for me.
we've got a
Sorry.
question from Aaron. He always hears the X driver in Japan. Does Japan have a formal ranking system for RC drift? How do they determine who is number 1 or number 2 like that?
That's a good question. I always have the same question.
I can answer that.
Because I'm still new for RC drifting.
Oh.
How do you guys determine a good driver? Like world champion.
For Japan, it's easy. The RCDC.
I was about to put that in chat. They just go off RCDC since everyone has to qualify to compete there. So like you can almost do the same thing for SDC for American drivers.
So I think they asked it because they might be touching on to the new relationship between the UK and the US with Josh Parrott with his software that he's creating for his seeding ranking. And RC Drift Network have just partnered, and I think that's why you raised that question.
He sure did.
So I know Josh quite well personally because he's part of my home track scale drift in the UK. So yeah, I mean we've had some conversations about the.
Just simply who do you think the best?
No, it's not about who we think is the best. So as they were asking, they're like, how do you correlate it? So I think they touch on this because they've now been introduced to a sort of ranking system that we use in the UK, where every time you do an official competition, those rankings, so those battles get done, and you basically have to do 3 battles to be able to get seeded. And it starts on a level field of like 1,000. So if you're a driver with 1,300 points and you battle someone that's got 1,000, you're expected to win. So if you win, you'll probably take 6 or 8 points off of that 1,000 ranked driver. But if they win, they can take like 32 points away from you. So it's a case of you have to stay consistent and always be up there to keep that place. And then obviously it moves around. So
is this done within like formal competitions?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna repose the question to you. Now that you've just experienced a Japanese local competition.
Yeah.
Not an RCDC qualifier, not a Yoko singles drink, not RCDC. The strength of competition that you faced last night, how does that fare back in the UK?
It's definitely a different skill level.
It's not about the skill level, but now
I'd say it is also a skill level, brings it into the driver ability is because of the skill level. Because like in the UK, I would say because the style isn't the same and it's not like the big entries and stuff, like it kind of teaches you a different way to set up to get the speed to be able to have high angle, keep that going, but also then get the forward momentum. Obviously, it is a completely different kettle of fish.
But the question isn't about the style of drift. It's that if you face another UK driver and get first place, and you here and you
it
get
doesn't
first
correlate.
place,
The system, it doesn't correlate.
but then how can you have a system that's world ranked?
Well,
that doesn't.
So at the moment, it's not like a world ranking thing. I think they're just trying to introduce regional. So they want to set it up as a system in the States, a system in the UK, and a system in Japan or in somewhere in Asia or wherever, or just so they can go, this is the rank, so let's say they do a formal, like RCDC were to take that software and formulate it. So all these because the RCDC you have to do qualifiers, right? So you could put that into your scoring system, and all those qualifiers at the end of the year for RCDC, whoever's made top 64 would qualify for RCDC. Basically, is how it would work. So the UK, what we're doing is they're running a top 64. So if you're not ranked within the top 64 of the year's events, you won't be able to go to the event.
Okay, so your system then is not supposed to be like correlating the Japanese drivers.
No.
It's supposed to be America only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they want to try somehow bring it into like a worldwide ranking, but for that to work, it needs to be a central worldwide event where all countries come together and it has its own rank. You can't just go merge the US, the UK, and Asia.
Okay, so now that makes more
You
sense.
can't mix that, because you can't say the UK #1 is anywhere near the level of Hickory, for saying. You know, it's like you're probably US #1 technically from getting second place at FCC behind Rio, right? So people will probably look at you as going, USA's #1 driver currently. Yeah? Because
Wait. USA's #1 driver in Crocs. Thank you very much.
He's open-toed in the over.
But he wanted Crocs.
Yeah, but so what I'm saying is like, you know, you wouldn't say he is the same as the UK #1 or the Japan #1,
Okay.
because it doesn't correlate. Like the driving standard here is different, and it also comes down to, I do think it's also track layout, track size, and judging style and criteria is also what formulates the type of driver you are. Because in the UK, my car would be quite good and very aggressive and be a very competitive car. But first day here at Yachio, my car was a dead duck in the water, couldn't go anywhere. You know, and we spent, what, 2 days on it?
Yeah.
You know, trying different things, and eventually I got it to a point where, like, it's really good. So, you know, and like, I feel like the more I've driven with the Japanese people, and worked to build the car to be that style, like I've managed to, I'm not going to say like I'm up there, I can compete with them, because obviously yesterday that car proved like
You did well.
I can kind of hold it, but obviously the judging and the way it works. So like what happened in my last battle, if that was in the UK, that lead car would have been at fault and I would have had to win. Whereas here it's seen differently. So there's also, it's not just about learning the driving style, it's learning how the judges criteriate the battle, and that's also what comes into what kind of driver you are.
Very much. Very true.
Okay.
Let's see if we can bring him.
But yeah,
Yeah.
how do you guys feel about the partnership with RC Drift Network with the scoring?
I think it'll be a fun implementation to see like those kind of rankings, but
Yeah.
it'll depend on who gets on board, right? Because right now it's just mainly Texas that's in it right now. And
Yeah, whatever RC Drift Network is, but it's a good step in the right direction.
Yep.
I think it's a good step in the door.
Yeah.
Because it does work in the UK. It does work in the UK, because if you look at what the ranking is at the moment in the UK, those top names are the drivers you see consistently, mostly get into top 8 in competition. So it does correlate, you know. But obviously, if you do have a bad round, it can knock your form. So, and you can easily drop. But the system also rewards consistency.
Sure.
So you can't turn up, do one event, and go top. It won't work like that, because other drivers will keep battling and getting wins and will keep pumping their score up. So you will still find yourself getting down the pecking order. So it rewards consistency mainly, you know, because, you know, one person can have a really good event, but then that's the only event they've ever done good at. Doesn't mean they're the best driver just because they finished that event first. You know. So because you know there is luck involved in this as well, because as much as it's your skill, if you've got someone that is technically on paper or on a scoring system a much more competitive and skilled driver, they tap the wall and 0 and you've got the win. You know, so it does alleviate the discrepancy of like one round wonders.
Sure. Have you seen a difference in competition in terms of like, I guess, pettiness towards competition?
I think that's a difficult subject because the UK has its series and it took a different format this year, which half the participating tracks of last year did not agree with. So they parted out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it does feel like there is a bit of a conflicting divide, not necessarily for drivers, but for track owners. Because it's a case of we want it this way, but we want it that way, so we're going to go do our own thing and do it that way or this way. So it's not necessarily a driver conflict. It's more tracks at the moment,
Sure.
where they're not agreeing. They're all butting heads.
Mm-hmm.
But the only people that miss out on that are the drivers, because the drivers that are up north of these tracks haven't got the ability to. They have to drive a lot further to do a seeding event,
Sure.
because last year it was just 6 rounds at the 6 big tracks in the UK, whereas this year it was introduced to do a feeder series that any track could apply to be a part of. They get provided the software, which is you can live track the competition through your phone, so you can see the live scoring, the live battles. Sometimes if the track puts a video feed up, you can watch the video feed as well. But it's a shame because the guys that are up north that would want to participate to be able to qualify for the main event, they now have to do hundreds of miles of travelling because their local tracks did not want to participate in the events.
Yeah.
For their own reasons, which is understandable. Everyone has their own ways or thoughts of how things should be, but it's just a shame for the UK scene to have that conflict.
Gotcha. Okay. So, we need to move on because it's almost 11 o'clock here and I need to wake up to work.
I thought this was your job, Adam.
Yeah, you are working.
What are you talking about? This is, a second job, but this is the fun job. I gotta go make money in the morning.
Right, which was just trying to find Matsu, and then we will have a last little bit of a session there.
Okay.
Anything on the live stream, the chat? Any questions?
Plenty of questions. A lot of them are just kind of like fun questions.
Fire away. Let's do a rapid fire.
Well, okay, I guess. So, Dow had a question, of course.
No.
Dow is asking your favorite cars.
Favorite cars?
Favorite cars.
Favorite cars.
Real car.
Cars?
Real car.
Well, let me do a quick introduction now that we have Mr. Matsuzaki joining us. This is RevD's head designer and team support and mechanic and driver and many other things. But very good friend, good sensei. So I think Matsuzaki, we'll start with you. What is your favorite real car?
This is difficult.
Oh, not one? I give you two. Two.
Maybe Sylvia.
14? 15?
15.
Oh, good choice. Final answer.
I have too many choices.
Oh.
It's clearly the favorite. It's the first one you come out with.
Sure. Mine's easy. It's an FD. Rotary. Always a winner.
Nice.
E30 M3.
Oh, good choice.
Stop JDM.
Lovely.
No, I actually.
I was about to get worse.
You're from the UK. We don't get.
Oh, no.
All right. So what is?
Got to be a Porsche, isn't it? Like Porsche, like the old 964. The 964.
All right. At least you didn't go for the modern ones. I'm gonna stab myself.
96. That's the.
It wasn't a modern.
Oh, okay.
Isn't the 964 the front motor with the V8? The 964.
No, you said 911.
Okay.
I think you're thinking the 944.
Probably, yeah.
Or if you want the old rickety mid-engine, the 914.
No, I was thinking of the front engine.
Mr. Junior?
But when I see that here, I really like the Chasers.
Oh yes.
Good choice.
No, not even like the old. There was what, 2 Mark X's that we had in the parking lot.
110.
Yeah. So nice.
I really wanna see a real Mark X finally, because I almost want one more than just the regular chaser, the older chaser.
Yeah.
Mr. J?
Sylvia S13.
Oh.
You're such a drifter.
Nice.
Even Matsuzaki sitting on their phone, just drifting each other, trying to beat. Yeah, still trying to beat him.
In case anybody's looking, maybe we can figure out how to. These two do a lot of car X. Quite a bit. So Matsu, is there I'm just gonna go out starting with a bang. Anything new from Rev D that you can sprinkle on, share with us? You shoot the exhaust? Can you see the threat of this car? Without the shell? Oh.
Oh.
They're sitting there trying to screen record this and smoke.
So you don't have to go screen recording this because this is an older prototype, correct? But Rev D has some interesting bits coming out for the RDX.
I see what you mean by childish now.
It's what everyone's been waiting for. is what it looks like.
Well, okay, so just to break it down a little bit, there's I can see new upper and lower control arms, a new bulkhead.
Oh, that's the new speed control, huh? The one that just came
That's
out?
the new Elite. Yep. Yes.
Do we have an idea of how much that's gonna cost? I think Amiiblo had a cost on it.
40 bucks. I think £100 a week. Okay? Almost half of that grid.
So 150, 150-ish, 150, 160. That's
Yeah,
good.
I think they're for £100 a week. I might be wrong.
This is your SC, right? Why something missing?
More public.
More public. I'm just gonna drop this as a hot note. You're about to see slipper clutches become really popular probably in the next month or two.
Yeah, I'll have one out in Texas soon.
I think I have a second slipper clutch from my associated B6.
You need the top shaft for the RDX if you want to slap one on there.
I mean, I'm running the RDX rear end, so.
What do you push wheels? Dish.
Oh, I changed it.
So slipper clutches, that'll be interesting.
I like it on
now-
the buggy at least, but that's.
Is it? Would it be a single plate slipper or a dual plate slipper?
Single.
Single. Okay.
Matsu was running one in Malaysia and on this car earlier, and on slippery surfaces, it's an unfair mechanical traction control.
That makes sense.
Matsu's finger is also an unfair mechanical mechanical traction control. No. So yeah, Matsu's been helping us with our cars and our setups, and there's a lot of the knowledge that he passes on has to be decoded because it's like one thing does one thing does one thing does one thing does one thing, or like 1 + 1 + 1 + 7 equals 7. But it's been a real treat to be able to study under him and learn things. Right, Jay? Fast and slow? Oh,
Nice and
smooth. Nice and smooth. Sorry, nice and smooth.
Smooth
But no fast, right?
So how many weeks in advance should I fly out for RCDC to just be in Japan learning first?
Jay and I have been here 3 times, or Jay's been here more than 3. Jay's been with me 3 times and probably like 6, half dozen, 10 times before that.
RCDC 4 times.
Before that, Sana. So Jay's been here like 7 times. So yeah,
Like
we're-
in Japan, yes, more than that.
yeah, we're talking like you probably need like a good solid year.
Imagine Malaysia to the next level.
Oh no, that's what I'm hoping for.
Dude, like this. Oh, it's just something else. You'll see.
We'll have to plan like 1 or 2 or 3 weeks first. Get as much time as I can, as much learning as I can.
Even
Even club comp is just nuts. Huh?
Yeah.
Even club comp is just nuts.
So yesterday, Junta threw us a little club comp, and the level in that competition, I dare say, was probably equivalent to like World TDC tier.
and it was a weekday.
Yeah.
Fun. So I can imagine the talent that would show up because it was at 6 p.m. So, you know, right there where people were getting out of work and stuff, dude, it's just that level that showed up.
So how many
Yeah.
people showed up?
It was, I think, 20.
Well, they had 2 classes. They had
I know our class had 20 plus.
They
on
had
it.
a lower class and then the higher class.
Altogether, probably 31.
Like 40 plus to the top 40.
Close to 40.
Close to 40 on a weekday regular competition.
Monday.
Yeah, just imagine those numbers for like here, right? Just for like if PDX had that, man, PDX wouldn't have to worry about anything. Like if we had those. numbers.
We can barely get a 16 out here.
How many graduates show up? Maybe 50, 60. 50, 60. Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's like one.
No, on a like a weekend call.
Oh, on the weekend.
Mm.
And that to us is like a get together. Well, not even, because I don't even think, even in Texas, when we got together, the whole Texas, everybody, it's not that many.
Then you get that and you can see the
And that's just here, one track.
Yeah, one local group.
Yeah, it takes like a multi-state event to try and get that many people in the U.S.
Yeah, exactly.
So Matsu, everybody wants to know when do we get the purple and red motors?
Actually,
And blue. And blue.
We do. Everyone else does.
maybe next month.
Next month? So I think also said I could announce the in sometime by the end of this month the official announcement for the colored motors will be coming out for Rev D.
Oh, I'm just bored.
Yeah. Oh, here's another good topic. Matsu, 10.5, 13.5.
Ooh,
13.5.
15.5.
Yeah. The UK stand by that one as well.
I had to eat my words and change motors.
What do you want now?
I've been a staunch promoter of 10.5s, but I've been shown the way.
Same with Samuel,
I'm not even switched to Samuel yet. I'm in the process of switching.
You get
Well, I-
13 and then 20 years of experience and something else.
Oh, don't forget the world championship in there.
Yeah, so.
Very big. Lots of people start against 15.5.
Mm,
More talk.
very good, very good. Well, guys, I think it's quite late for y'all. I got to get back to like assembling my car. But been good times.
Yeah, thanks
Anything else,
everybody.
Adam?
No, I think we did good. I didn't think it was going to be this long of a stream, to be honest. Oh, jeez.
I thought it would be longer, to be honest.
Oh, really?
You say that every time on stream with you, Adam.
Yeah. Hey, I blame you. Okay.
I just come up with ideas.
No,
That's all.
Kevin just likes to talk about things and theories and car design that just blows everybody's mind away. So.
Oh, wait. Speaking of car design, can I show? Oh. In case you may or may
upper
not
deck?
have seen that deck, because that deck doesn't exist publicly. But this is a public car, so it
One piece upper deck. Nice.
drives very nice.
Okay.
I'm apparently going to need a bunch of those front end parts if I can't drive the DDSS and
Oh, really?
touring car shocks. The Axons or
No. Are those actual Rev D shocks?
No. Wait, I don't know.
This is awesome.
Axel.
Axon.
I was right.
Oh,
I was
darn.
right. Axon touring car shocks. If I
All right.
Matsu, throw this out. Narrow or wide rear end?
Wait.
Whoa. No.
Yes. I measured it was 211.
Is this the public car or is this the comp car?
It was good. Anything he drives is good.
Yeah, check that fitment out.
yeah, flush, little poke.
Adam has approved the fitment.
Well,
He's a very stickler.
Aaron with RC Drift Network just had a fitment check, like post on that. So yeah, it's been a hot topic lately.
Well, if you wanted something really interesting, France still runs a rule that the front and rear track widths have to be plus or minus 5 of one another.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that would screw my world up.
That would screw a lot of people up. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I think I was at within 10 millimeters before I went to the shorter arms. So even I would be out
God,
of
that
that.
must be like 25, 30.
Oh, I'm well out now. I'm like 20 off. Yeah.
Jeez.
Indeed.
That's what we got definitely gonna do now.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you guys.
go have fun. Go enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Oh, Kevin,
Thanks, Matsu.
get me a parts list of what I'll need for the front end for RCDC if I got to switch.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I'll talk to Hiro here. He'll be the inside man for that.
Yeah, to get and then because I'll also need we'll need the different kaiju parts for the RDX front end.
No, yours should. What are you running right? You've got a shark on it right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it'll bolt right on.
Okay,
There's a
because I
different
also
adapter, but the shark adapter bolts to both.
that's what I thought, and I did get the rear ESC mount plate.
All right.
Very good.
Hero, thank you for being there.
Thanks,
You're
Rez.
amazing.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Okay.
Later.
Later, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you on Thursday.
Back
Later.
to ice cream and ramen.
Ice cream and ramen, that sounds fantastic. Okay.
Oh.
Sake.